Okay, so today we're going to be making some focaccia bread with Lulu, who should be washing her hands. So I just watched her do it, and she didn't do it properly. So we're going to zoom on over to the hand washing station, and we're going to do it correctly. A moment, please. Okay, so what you need to do is lather for 20 seconds. Do you know how long 20 seconds is?
Yeah.
You know, an easier way to do 20 seconds is to sing happy birthday to yourself. So let's do it. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Make sure you get the back of your hands up. Pot to your wrist. And then we want to use as much water as we can. So that's pretty good there.
It's free.
Don't be messing around.
Oh no.
Don't be a jerk. Hey, single-use towels. We dry it in a restaurant. We have to use a single-use towel because you're going to throw it away. So any germs or anything like that won't be on the towel. So you throw it away. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is proof our yeast. So we're going to take this bowl here. We need 3/4 of an ounce. This is dry active yeast, not my favorite yeast, but in these times of hate and pain, this is all I can find at a store. At a store I didn't even think would have it. And I'm not going to tell you which store because I'm going to go buy some more. So this is that. This happens to be 3/4 of an ounce. So each packet weighs 1/4 of an ounce. So we're going to end up using all 3 of these. So will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
And open them and dump them into here.
Okay.
Like how you just don't spill the stuff all over the place. I'm trusting you. You're supposed to be, you know, almost a preteen and stuff.
Okay, got one packet.
So we're going to get some warm water, roughly 105-ish kind of hot tub water, something like that.
Can I get some scissors?
Oh, hey! That's cross-contamination. Don't be throwing stuff into our yeast. No, I have to hold my breath around you. You scare me.
Okay, there it is.
Good thing we're not learning cooking yet, because that's a sharp object, and yeah.
Hey, wait, what?
Yeah, I don't trust you around soft objects, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so now we're going to take a little bit of this water, and we're just going to wet our yeast. We don't need a whole lot. So yeast needs 3 things to grow. It needs warmth, it needs moisture, and it needs some food. So moisture, warm water, go ahead and fill that. See, nice and warm. So we have that in there. And then we need some sugar, or in this case, azúcar. All right, and so it needs a little bit of food. So we're just going to add a little bit of this sugar to feed it. You don't need all that much. A couple pinches will do. See that hand? It's a big hand. Okay, Dorcarella. Let's see in here. Is there a spoon in here? Right. Wow. We just need something to stir this with. Fork over. We'll just take this and we'll mix it up till it kind of looks, I don't know if you guys can see it in there, but that's what it looks like. And what we're looking for is for that to get bubbly and start to rise. So that is where we're going to leave that. Okay. So now let's go ahead and turn this bowl on here. Okay.
Now it's 92.
Okay. Hit that on and off button again. Or was it a tear button? Did it go back to 0?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now, that's set for pounds and ounces, and we need 2.5 pounds. So on that, it's going to read 2 pounds, 8 ounces.
Okay.
Don't mess me up now. Again, ideally, bread flour would work, but we don't have bread flour because we can't find it in the store, so we'll use AP. All-purpose flour. This is 5 pounds, so it should take roughly half of this. So I should be getting real close.
Okay, you're at 188.
Okay, so we need about another pound. So when it says 2 and 8, that's when we should stop. Okay.
2 and 8. 2 and 23.
Okay, so we gotta take some out.
And 2 and 16. 2 and 11. 2 and 3. Yeah. 2 and 4. 2 and 6. 7.
We're almost there.
8. A 9.
A little bit's not gonna hurt anybody.
Okay, perfect.
All right, see.
208.
208. Okay, take that side to the side.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. So we need 2 ounces. So when this hits 2, that's how much sugar we need. And then this sugar is going to go into the bowl.
Okay. That's 4. Really?
That's 0.4. It's a half.
Oh.
So we need the. So this is tenths, and this is the one. There you go. So we're at 1.2. We're almost close. 3. We're so close. We're so close.
Yeah. 8, 19? 20.
Beautiful.
Or 21.
It's okay. We'll just take the type it out. That's fine.
23, 20.
Okay, so that's 2 ounces. That's going to go into
Right now?
that. Yeah.
Okay. Pouring. Can they see?
I don't know.
Check.
Go ahead. Yeah, they can see you.
Okay.
All right. So now we need some salt.
Salt.
Okay. So let's take this. Put this back on there. That all should go away once this goes on there. That didn't. Okay. We just put a battery in this bad boy.
No.
Yeah, hit it again.
Nope. 0.2? Is that enough?
0.2. No, it's very close.
We need 0.3.
3, yeah. It is 0.3.
Now pour it in here.
Pour that in there.
Okay. And put in. Well.
Okay.
Okay.
And now we're going to need some olive oil. So we'll use this one again. Alright. So we need 2 1/3 ounces.
You want to get this? Yeah.
Oh! Okay, perfect. Okay. Look at that again.
Oh. So pour it
I can't
in
breathe
here
here.
or in here?
Ooh, look at your yeast.
Oh, it's puffing up.
It's alive. It's lit.
Pour it
Okay.
in here?
So now we're going to mix that. Go ahead and use your hands. You wash your hands. Okay, go ahead and mix that.
Okay.
And get it all incorporated.
Oh, that sounds cool.
Because I'm a boy and I don't care about being dirty, and we, as boys, we just jump in there and we get in there and we just like start
go ahead! You got them on the floor, that's not nice.
Okay.
That's so cool.
Alright. So now, let's get out a spatula. Is there a plastic spatula in there that we can scrape out? No, we want, or like a rub. Yeah, that one probably good. Okay. So look at our little yeasty beasties. They're alive. This is actually what's going to make your bread rise. So that's why we have to have that in there. And we know that it's alive because look at how beautiful that looks. And that's why you add a little bit of warm water. And you add...
Whoa, that's a jello.
Did you smell it?
No.
It's got a weird smell to it too. I won't make you do that, but that's okay. Okay, these are not the best rubber spatulas. That one way in the back, the red one? Yeah. That one looks to me like
that one's more rubbery.
Yeah, so I like the rubber ones because they bend, and I want to try to make sure I get all this yeast as best I can in here. Okay? See, so all of it's out there. Beautiful. Okay. So.
Like this?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Add into the bowl.
Add it to the bowl.
I don't want to mess it up.
You're not going to mess anything up.
Okay. Do you want to rinse it? Are we going to rinse it out or something?
Same thing. Alright.
What? You're going to do that too?
Yeah, get all that oil in there. So, the oil in here is going to lubricate the strands of gluten. So when we add flour to moisture, it creates what is called gluten. Gluten are the strands. When we form them, it's going to catch the gas. This is going to produce gas. So these are like living organisms, and they're going to fart or they're going to burp, whatever you want to call it. They're going to release some gas, and we're going to build the structure in the thing so that it actually rises, and you'll be able to see all that. So here I got 10 ounces of hot water, which is about 1.25 cups, and we're going to go ahead and add all this water in there. We're just going to do a straight method today. Now, I'll jump in there because, well, we're going to form a dough and then you're going to get your hands dirty.
Okay. I don't want to use the liquid part. Wow, that's cool. What?
Just do a light little mix to get everything incorporated. We'll see if I need some more water. I don't know.
I think you are.
So it's a rainy day, so the water, there might be enough water in there. I might have added too much. I don't know. We'll see. We'll figure that out as we go. So now this is called kneading. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this and I'm folding it up and under.
And making a big mess.
That's why we have kids, so that they can learn to sweep. That's
oh,
another.
No.
So this seems a little bit dry to me.
It does.
Yeah. So we're going to add some more water, some more warm water to that.
Yeah, it does sugar.
Yeah, we want a sticky dough. A sticky dough is a better dough. Yeah, you can get in there. You're going to your hands are going to get a little like this, but that's okay.
I don't care. I'm already dirty.
It's true. It's true.
Smells.
Okay, so bring it up, push it down. Bring it up, push it down. Turn the bowl a little bit so that you're kind of moving everything. And see how it's becoming a dough, though? That's kind of what we want. And we're going to be here for like 20 minutes.
20 minutes doing this?
Yeah, well.
We're going to have to pause the video.
You don't want to just cut it down. that's getting real close. I want it a little bit stickier than that. It gets harder to add the water at this point, so it might slosh around. But that's okay. Add the rest of that water for me.
Okay.
Yeah, baby.
There's
Push that.
nothing.
Turn that off. Push it away.
Push it to the get all the dough in there. Yeah.
So see how it cleans up all the flour in here?
Mm-hmm.
And if you touch it, it's still a little bit sticky.
Yeah.
That's good, but we still want a little bit more water in there, but that's okay.
How much?
I don't know.
Like up to the half.
Less than that.
Yeah, that's definitely kind of sticky though.
It is kind of sticky. That's a good thing. We want our doughs to be a little bit sticky. And as we work on it, it's going to become more dry. Yeah, it is heavy. There's 2 pounds. That's probably close to 6, maybe 7 pounds.
Oh my God, that is heavy.
Yeah, that is. So look, take a little piece of dough, like this.
Okay.
And what we're going to try to do is create a window. And so if you take it and you try to, and see how it breaks? That means we need to work it some more. See how you're working that? That we need to do that to the whole thing. It's just totally breaking, right? Okay, so we'll show you guys what it looks like when it's done. See how the texture's starting to look different too? Starting to smooth out a little bit. If we had a machine, we'd be doing this for 8 minutes. And that we don't have a machine, we might be doing this for 20.
We're time to learn.
Time for a workout. This is PE now. We're in PE. This is working. Working up a sweat.
Okay, I'm gonna try mine.
You're doing fine. Just because you're on camera doesn't mean you have to go all Momo. I see you on your TikToks. What am I doing? Which way did I go? Which way did I go? To all you educators out there, I sympathize. I really do. That dough looks smoother to you?
Yeah. Before it was way complicated.
So let's grab a little piece of dough.
Okay.
And then we're going to gently stretch it.
No, it's not breaking.
It's not breaking anymore, right? That's because we formed gluten strands.
Oh, yeah.
So, see how it's breaking?
Yeah. But
That means we need to go. We want to be able to get a transparent window. See, like where you can almost see through it without it breaking.
Oh.
So we're close, but not close enough.
Okay. Perfect.
So give me back my dough. You don't get to keep it like a nice little dough.
Oh, dang.
And just get a piece, and then just gonna just jiggle it back and forth a little bit. Turn it, jiggle it back and forth a little bit.
And then I just keep doing that.
Yeah, until look.
I'm not ripping.
That's what we want. We don't want it to rip. We want to be able to.
Can I see?
Yeah, you want to be able to see through.
Look at mine. It's getting big.
Yeah.
It's getting way big.
Yeah, I'm gonna call that done. Look at that.
Yeah, that's
Pretty close.
pretty good.
Pretty close.
I'm still stretching.
That's a good thing.
It's kind of getting like see-through now.
Yep.
Look at it in the light. Oops, I ripped it.
That's okay. Put it in here. Good jobbers.
How long do we have to cook it for? Like,
Now it's a waiting game. So now what we're going to do is we're going to let it rest. So we're going to take this.
we don't cook it yet?
Not yet. We're going to take this and cut it in half. So,
we're cooking.
So I'm just going to do this. Give it a little twist. 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 Give it a little twist.
How do you make bread out of like that?
And so.
That's 110?
111.
111 and this one.
111.
111.
Woohoo! We did it. Okay, perfect. All right. So now I'm just gonna. Awesome.
And what's the bread called again?
This is called focaccia. Focaccia. It's Italian bread. So we're going to put these into a couple of pans.
Wait, they both need their own pan?
Yeah.
Are they going to get bigger?
Yeah. So that yeast in there, remember I told you that we put yeast in there? And it's going to really make that bread rise? That's exactly what we're going to do. Okay. So let's,
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah. It's so gross. It's oil. But it's actually good for your hands and complexion.
It's not good for your hair anymore.
So, I want you to make sure that the top is all nice and covered with oil. An easy way to do that is to put it upside down and then turn it over. Alright?
And turn it over.
Now, I want you to flatten it out like a pancake.
It's started.
We don't want you to stretch it, I just want you to push it down. I have not turned on the oven yet, so what we're going to do is we're going to take these guys. You guys had pans? I didn't need to bring my own? And we're going to put these in here. When that water comes up to a boil, we're going to stick that boiling water in here. This is going to act as a proof box. So it's going to raise the temperature. It's going to help our bread to rise. And in about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, we're going to pull that bread out. And it's going to get bigger. And we're going to flatten it out. And we're going to do that 2 to 3 times until it reaches the edge. And the water's up at a boil. Good enough to create the steam and the warmth that I need for my body. I need you to throw my onions into it. I don't think I should be the only one that has to smell like onions all day.
Yeah. Oh, I can smell it from here.
Here, just in case you didn't think you had enough to throw away.
Ah! They gave them onions and sorry to my users. To headphone users.
We're going to add a little bit of oil. And then we're going to caramelize them. Okay, so let's take out these guys. See how much bigger they've gotten? That's because it's alive.
It's alive.
So we're going to bring this back up to a boil.
Is it very hot?
Alright, so, you ready? Careful, because it just came out of the oven, right? So it's hot, right? Wow! Oh, we never turned on the oven, you dork.
Yeah, hot.
Okay, so,
It's not hot at all.
alright, so you should be a place where you can get your hands with a little bit of oil.
Yeah, a lot of oil.
A little bit of oil, a lot of oil looks good. Okay, so again, now we're not going to stretch it. We're just going to push it down gently, and it's going to deflate.
They're popping.
We're trying to get that all the way out to the edge, and we're trying to keep it nice and even. Now that caramelized onions are burning them. What's happening is the starch that's in the onion is turning to sugar. And when it turns to sugar and it browns up and we burn the sugar, that becomes caramel. So what I'm doing to these onions is I'm taking the starch, we're converting the starch to sugar to sweeten up the whole onion so that it's a sweet onion, like caramel onion. That's what they call it, caramelized. Okay, see how that's gotten bigger? So we're gonna gently push the last little bit out to the edges, and then we're gonna put it back in there.
Do I need any oil?
Yeah, let's put a little bit of oil on your hands.
Yeah. I'm going to
Just a little bit. Rub your hands.
rub them.
And then again, we're just gonna gently push it out. Remember, try not to flatten it too much. And you'll feel little bubbles pop and whatever. That's okay. And if it goes all the way down. Hey Lulu, let's check these onions. What do you think?
I think they will be good.
Are they brown enough for you? I think a little bit longer. Well, they're getting close.
Yeah, I'm going to change it. Yeah.
Wow. Renegade. Okay, so I think these things are ready for us to bake. Or very close to it anyways. So we'll take this, put it up here. I'll take this guy and we'll put it up here. So notice how this one's almost to the edges. This one came out really good. This one's real close. And a lot of that has to do with our heat source. That's okay. We no longer need that. We need to turn this on. Do you not have numbers on this?
Yeah, it does. What do you?
I want it 370, 425.
400.
Oh, I missed my shoulder now? Shit. Awesome. So it calls for 350 convection oven. Convection means that there's a fan in the oven and it's pushing the air all around it so it cooks faster. 425 for us because we don't have that. We'll have to rotate. Okay. So we're going to do this one here with the onions. We'll just take our onions here. Just going to spread them out. Maybe I should have more onions. It's fine.
We're not going to cook the sauce first.
What's that?
We're not going to cook sauce first.
Well, for the pepperoni one, we will. This one, I just wanted to put it up into this. We'll leave half of it plain. Yeah, can you open up the Parmesan cheese? Hey, Lou.
Open. Spread it out.
more sauce, put more sauce. Get it as close to the edges as you can too, by the way. I did wash my hands. Like 4
Telling
times.
everybody else.
Oh, you should look at the camera. Talking to the camera. Because you're looking at me, I'm thinking, oh, what the
Please tell me what you think.
Okay. Which piece? Good.
Does it taste weird?
No.
Tastes like regular bread?
No. It is better.
You made it. Who's that guy back there? Should we get him a piece? See what he thinks?
Yes.
Oh no.
Make mine a thin crust. I don't like thick crust.
What's that?
Better go somewhere with your bad self.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's good.
Smells like pizza bread. So
Is it worse, better, or the same?
let me take off my glasses for this one.
Oh, you look so much better without your glasses.
Well, it's pretty good. My only complaint is you give me a little baby slice. Come on, look at this. Do I look like a
There's more. We
baby?
can fill up that belly.